Welcome back to Banished, everybody. My name is Baer, and when we left off, we had acquired nomads, wandering, restless nomads from a land beyond. And we've got some cows in the pasture. We've also acquired a couple of chickens. Beautiful, beautiful, delicious, moist, tender chickens that I need to eat now. I can no longer create offspring from them. They're already turned into 2 Kentucky Fried Chickens based off of 2 chickens. When you build the Kentucky Fried Chicken, all you need is 1 chicken, really, and then they just spawn off of that. They're like these mutant freaks. It's terrible. You should watch a video about it sometime. I'm sure this documentary covers it. Kentucky Fried Chicken using 1 chicken per store. It's a mess. It's mayhem. Somebody's got to stop it. Somebody's also got to build another pasture for these chickens to go roam around in. So that somebody's probably me. Let's go see where we can put them. Probably over here. Seems like a good place. Pasture down. We're going to move that right over yonder. I'm actually going to give these guys quite a bit more space. We'll go ahead and build them like a big-ass 10 by 10 pasture. So that's what's happening is we're moving the cows into this secluded little area that's surrounded by boarding homes and churches and cemeteries. Oh my god, and then we give the 2 chickens this big-ass pasture over here. That's going to be wonderful. No, what's actually going to happen is I'm going to move the cows out of here, put the chickens in there, and hopefully be able to move the cows from this pasture to that one. I'm not 100% sure whether or not that's going to work, but I'm certainly going to try. I think somebody just died. Yeah, Clarraine the Stonecutter has died of old age, so it looks like the one laborer we had available has replaced her now. I've got my forester just cutting down logs like the dickens over here, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to stick with that plan. Actually, you know what? They are replanting again. I suppose that's what all these little shrubs popping up is indicating of. But I believe, well, okay, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure we got to get these planting and going again, and I think we can have a good balance of cutting to planting in the Forester's Lodge as well. I love this song that's playing right now. It's majestic. The soundtrack is probably one of my favorite parts of this game, just as a whole. It's so fitting. It sets the tone and the mood so well, and I love that. Gotta love that about OSTs, man. That's one of the things. I actually pay so much more attention to that now than I do to so many other aspects of gaming. It's a weird thing to focus on so much, but at the same time, it's so vitally important to the way I feel when I'm playing something, and it makes such a difference for me. So of course we got a few people up here gathering the stone in the stone. What did I take up an Irish accent for that stone? Anyway, I can't throw it now. We're gonna have the trees, the stone, a little bit of iron, I think, up here that we're gonna be gathering down, and we are also entering winter time. So luckily, the children to adults phase is blooming, and I believe many of our senior citizens are dying off, which I'm totally fine with because we got to replace them, man. Looks like there's 4 left from what I can tell. Let's go ahead and have another look. Oh wow, there's a couple more old ones as well. Oh, I'd really like it if the majority of them weren't elderly. That's what you can quote me on that, man. I'll stand behind that statement. Oh my god, did you see this household? Where is it? These guys. Zachary Berlin and Ericaria. They are, man, they were, if we're to believe the progression of this child's life, Barry Lynn was 12 years old when she gave birth to Ericaria. That's questionable, but I suppose anything for the proliferation of our species in Berstatska. Glory to it. Alright then. I'm okay with that, man. I'm hoping that these builders and laborers are actually, you know, working on this pasture over here. It certainly doesn't seem like it's their highest priority. I could alter that, actually, if I were a smart man. I'd go ahead and just select whatever option allows me to do so. Let's see. Increase priority of this right here, right? Does that do something? Hopefully. I haven't actually used that too much to really be entirely certain of what it does, so hopefully we've made some kind of indication to these folks that, hey, we'd like to move the chickens out of the trading post before they die of starvation and or boredom. One being more of a legitimate concern than the other. Something that is not really making a lot of sense to me is the fact that Well, now that I give it more thought, I'm going to go ahead and interrupt myself halfway through that. Because I was going to say, I figured as soon as I got those wandering nomads, I'd be able to assign quite a few more people to mine and stone cut, and that way I'd be able to get those resources kind of stockpiled, or at least generating in a bit more consistency. But now that I'm getting the nomads all dispersed into their different roles, I'm starting to realize the fact that the old people dying off have basically offset the abundance of laborers we received in that one big swing back when that happened. So I think it's going to work out in the end, and that end may be in about 2 or 3 years when we have these 8 students, which is insane. Really good thing. Turning into educated laborers, and that will hopefully help us out quite a bit for the long haul. So of course we just got this one pasture, trying to think of what would be a very good thing for us to build next. We have basically every building we could need. I have a couple of them laid out over here as well, and of course we got this massive cemetery, so we won't really need to worry about housing the dead folk anymore. In fact, I'm curious of whether or not we can actually destroy this existing cemetery and really just destroy the memories and hopes and dreams of the ancestors of this plot of land. Their dead relatives, all stored down below. Dead relatives, is that a band name? I think that might be a song name. Somebody let me know. It's like by Queens of the Stone Age, maybe. Or I'm just pulling that out of my butt. But, but, I said the 2 butt words right next to each other without even meaning to. That would normally be something I would force into a video, but now I get to call it natural. Oh, that's wonderful. This is already a success today. We can tell just by that I've been doing just fine for myself. A second Forester's Lodge. So now that's something we laid down in the past, and I'm likely to hurry the production of pretty soon. I'm gonna go ahead and put the chickens... you know what, actually, I don't know why I did that, because I could have easily moved the cattle over here if I were a smart guy. I'm a dummy. Clearly that much I found out as well. I can't split them because they don't have adjacency to one another. Damn it. Well, that was a dumb thing I did. Maybe what I ought to do... Can I can't move them out of here, can I? I've basically screwed myself. I can't stop production on them either. I suppose I'm just going to have to imprison these cattle inside of this little thing here. But that much I've learned about today. The fact that you cannot move cattle to pasture if the pasture is not adjacent to the existing pasture. Good to know. Are we moving the chickens, though? Oh, where's the chickens? I want to see them move. They're so cute. Did they already move them? Damn it. Ah, that stinks. Chickens should produce offspring pretty quickly, though, right? Oh my god, so many people just died. Holy cow. Okay, what happened? We got, the trader died of old age, so Armani is the new trader. Lamaria has been replaced by Riathini, and Zechary has become an adult. Good. Because he was birthing children already, but I suppose you don't become an adult until you're of the legally required age to become so. You would think that'd be a good indicator of whether or not you're an adult human being, right? Is whether or not you've produced another living human person. Then again, I suppose you could produce said person at the age, or the ripe old age of, like, whenever you hit puberty, and that usually is the result of some kind of forced, non-consensual, you know, thing that causes pregnancy. This is a weird topic to be diving into, but anyway, Lamaria's dead, Galindi's dead, all my senior citizens are dying off, which I'm happy with. Still, the context of that is just very specific to what's going on right now, and I hope you do understand that. Let's see, the food production, that is starting to concern me just a touch, as is just about everything else right now. Firewood is still kind of a pleading resource. I'd really like for the woodcutter to get on board with that. I think I may need to just straight up tell people to go chop down some trees again. I do have a laborer just doing nothing, so I might as well go assign him to do that very thing. Where would be the nearest place that I could feel safe chopping down some trees from? Probably not. Well, that's not working anyway, so I might as well chop these down. Or should I chop these down? Perhaps not. Where's this Forester's Lodge extend to? I can get these ones right here and probably not feel too bad about it when the Agricultural Association of Angry... what is the word I'm looking for? It's like illiterate, but in order to describe someone, like allitocratic. I've just made that up, but I feel like it's a valuable word that will be added to our lexicons for time immemorial. Pretty proud of that, actually. Allitocratic. That'll be my that'll be on my words for the day that I made up calendar. Delve as the hunter has died of old age and been replaced by Lascelles, so fortunately that, well, you know what, actually, the cell just turned into a laborer, so she's immediately cast into the hunter role without having to tell her to do it. That's incredible. I also think I have plenty of homes to facilitate childbirth, and apparently I'm, you know, just being proven right as soon as I say that, because 2 more children were just spawned out of the blue. This is going okay. I think the only thing I really ought to be doing right now is telling a couple of my laborers to go chop down a few more trees and get our firewood supply going again, because that has obviously been cut short quite a bit recently. And you know what? I am honestly tempted to just tell them to, hey, go all the way over here, take all of this for your good. Take it all away. No need to keep that any longer. Let's also take these deer. Can we harvest the deer? The harvest deer button. That should be available to us. I wonder what we're producing from the chicken. Probably eggs. That'd be like the only thing we get. Yep. We got some logs from them last year, so there's your farm lesson for the day, kids. Get a pasture full of chickens. Eventually they'll produce some wood for you. You chop that up into firewood. Chickens, America's leading source of wood. Wow, that could be horribly inappropriate, and I'm certainly not referring to bestiality, but I hope you don't try to take that message away, too. What can we list as things that you can take away from today's episode? 1, I hate elderly people. 2, Allitocraticy. I forgot it already. And then 3, chickens make wood. There you go. Also inappropriate entendres from that previous statement. Good enough. I also kind of wanted to build out here as well. This has basically been a testament to my ability to fill time. I'm pretty much just waiting here. There's some new thing that can happen. He's in a boat. Conveniently went under the bridge. Let's see if he takes the land shortcut. Is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it? Oh my god, he's actually... No, he got right through the plant mass. This shouldn't even exist. Oh, this is the transparent atoll. I like that. Alright, our merchant has arrived at the trading post. What do you got for us? Steel tools. That's good. I can also trade you ale for them, which is even better in my opinion. How many of these can I get? All of them. I don't even have to give you all my ale. This is beautiful. Alright. There we go. Perfect. That is a wonderful trade for us. That ale is solely for the, solely for trading purposes, so that makes me very happy to see that he was interested in bartering for it. Now I have some steel tools, so hopefully our laborers can make use of those adequately. It's a very good thing. Makes me very happy. Now, let's see. What is my next step of progression? I've got the second Forester's Lodge laid out down there. I basically want more people. And to get more people, we gotta let time progress. So we're gonna go up to 10x for a while here, I think. And my plan after getting a few more people is to put myself in a position where... Okay, so there's like 3 criteria I want to meet. A, I want to make sure that with this level of sustained growth, we have more than enough food to meet our demand. B, I want to be able to produce a lot of stone and iron from both this mine and this quarry. In order to do that, I think I'm gonna need at least about 7 or 8 people working each one. And then C, I want to make sure we have a very consistent supply of wood and firewood, for which we are going to have to fully stock the employment slots of both of these Forester's Lodges. So that'll be something we're going to have to look at for the long-term plan here. I think I may have killed off all of the elderly by now. Let's see. Nope, Lambertus is hanging on by a thread. This is so... Oh, I've not gotten over the morbidity of the situation as I'm analyzing who is next to die. Whatever. 77 to 81. Alright, so we got 3 more elderly from what I... Oh, 4. Oh my god. Geriatric ward. Call them up. These folks need to be... They should stay in the hospital, honestly. They shouldn't be occupying my precious housing space. Selfish, selfish old people. Good lord. Alright, so we are running low on the supply of firewood again, of course, which means I'm still yearning, man. You know, we've got 5 laborers now, so maybe it's about time I start looking at the possibility of getting the second Forester's Lodge built. Let's go ahead and do that. That should definitely be my next step. So let's unpause the construction of that, put on 2 builders to the case. I think they're still chopping down wood over here. Oh my god, they're almost done with it. Look what 10x can do for you, man. It's beautiful. Beautiful thing, I love it. Gathering all that wood, and we're gonna bring it all the way down here. I don't know if we even have enough to really get this going. It's so ironic that the Forester's Lodge uses logs! How bizarre is that? Not very much. Oh my goodness, I might need to build a second woodcutter station, and that's assuming I produce enough logs with these 2 Forester's Lodges. I don't even know if that's going to be the case. Let's find out. Do they even have enough? I guess they might be able to go down here with these trees. I don't know if they actually can. I don't know where the line is drawn in the sand as far as proximity to the mountain. It seems like it's pretty damn close, though. Like, this tree is, like, right on the edge. So I think they'll be able to go all the way down around like this. Or at least as far as they go. Yeah, down to this little crevasse right here. So it should be pretty damn good. I might go up to 10x again for a little while here as we get that built up. And as soon as that's finished, I'm going to put 4 people in there to get it done. Just keep it up, baby. We have 3 free laborers in the meantime as well. We're going to put 4 of the 5 that we'll have after this is finished into the Forester's Lodge, and that'll hopefully, as I mentioned, provide us with that very, very adequate supply of wood resources. Nextly after that, we still have 9 students, man. 8 children, still creating offspring. Still think we've got plenty of space in the houses as well. Amon, the 12-year-old student, is living in this wooden house by himself with no food. Questionable decision, Amon. I'm going to go ahead and let you rethink that one for a little while, as you've got plenty of options to choose from. Looks like Stacio and Celine are kind of hoarding children in here, so you can go ahead and hang out with them if you want as well. They got a lot of pears and fish in there too, buddy. Amon, I suggest you really gotta rethink that, dude. That is a curious call. Wow, we've run into the tool limit here. Maybe I want to get the I think I'm gonna go ahead and increase that, actually. 162. No, let's go ahead and call that 82. Should probably be doing it. And now the Forester's Lodge should be complete. We're going to put 4 people in there. We'll now have 3 laborers doing God knows what. What do those free laborers do? Man, it's a wacky organization of people. Let's have them... do I want to send them north? I kind of do. Just a little bit. Then again, I don't. They could provide us with some more fish. That's a valid option as well. I think a couple foresters died. Did they? I've only got 3 out of 4 here. I only have 3 out of 4 of the other places as well. Where did I put them? There's 4 out of 4 there. Why am I getting... No, I'm getting mixed messages from myself, I think is really the only thing that's happening. So, fishing dock. We've only got 1 person working here. Let's go ahead and bump that up to 3, and then we'll call that good. Still don't have to actually start production over here on the other one, because this one is right by the storage barn and the marketplace, so it makes a lot more sense to use that. And we'll, of course, have this for later, if we so desire. Still no herb necessitations. Finding necessitations is the 3rd in the Nemo trilogy. Can you imagine if they made that a trilogy? Finding Nemo's cousin Bill. Bill's like this out-of-work plumber and doesn't even really have anything to do with the storyline. Just happens to show up sometimes. And really, he's the problem because he keeps trying to clog up the lines to the ocean and stop it from existing. He's trying to drain the ocean. That would be like the ultimate bad guy plot. That's a lot worse than trying to steal the moon. Despicable Me had it wrong. Drain the ocean. There you go. Somebody phone up Steve Carell, please. Kendon the farmer has died of old age and been replaced by Ethrin. That means I'm thinking about possibly getting some more farmers up in here because my food supply is kind of being drained. Let's have a look at it. Yeah, we're using quite a bit more than we're producing. So this is one thing that I thought might be happening to us. Some negativity associated with not being able to handle the needs of the food consumption of all of our brand new people. So, we've still got a little bit of surplus, but I'm pretty damn sure the next batch of educated laborers is going to have to go toward both the fishing dock and the farm supply. And I'm thinking what that'll do, increasing the amount of laborers in the farming area, like I have been in the past, is hopefully provide us with enough workforce to feed the hungry, the sick, the afflicted. Are we still? Yes, we're producing a lot less than we're using, so it is still a valid option. Let's just go ahead and increase that right now. Let's put this extra farmer in with the other 5. Manus has become a farmer herself as well. Manus, is that a boy or girl name? I'm not sure. Poor, who is this? Who is mourning? The wooden bridge. Wooden bridge of mourning. I can't even read your name when you're walking that fast, man. Lemoned! Lemoned! The man with a verb for a name. A very rarely used verb when you lemon someone. It's not what you would think. It's not throwing a lemon at them or having anything to do with lemons. Being lemoned means you're being admired. Yes, so when you want to tell somebody how you really feel about them, you say, man, I am just in lemon of you. I've lemoned you for years. It's about time I tell you about how much I lemon you. Let's try that out. Let me know how it goes. This is going okay. Lambertus the Forester has died of old age, so I'm going to have to replace him. But I'm pretty much just waiting for my children to age, labor, grow old, die, and then repeat the cycle with their own offspring. Thus is the beautiful circle of life. We'll find out more about that next time. Thanks for watching this episode of Banished, guys. Lots of fun stuff on the way. I'm hoping that we'll be able to turn this sustainability model into something that grows even further out into the reaches of Berstatkin space. Thanks so much for coming out. Thanks for watching the series. Leave a like if you're enjoying the video and enjoying the series thus far. My name is Baer, and I'll see you next time.